wonderful to be here with you today. My name is Kyra Reed. I'm the founder and CEO of Women Employed in Cannabis. For those of you that know me as Women Empowered in Cannabis, I just want to let you know that we changed our name as of yesterday. I had a big realization this last year that a lot of women don't really understand that cannabis is a career path. And then when they start as a young bud tender or a brand ambassador, they don't really associate that they work in the industry. So I want every woman who has anything to do with this industry to understand you are welcome here. There is a place and a sisterhood for you, and you do in fact work in the cannabis industry. So we can help you with a career path that could be a very fulfilling and exciting career for you over the course of your life. So we really want to make that clear that this is a long-term journey for a lot of women. So we are now Women Employed in Cannabis. With that said, advice on 5 years. So it's really interesting because California passed its rec legal status in 2016. So 2017 was really the first year of legal cannabis here in California and completing the path on the West Coast. So a lot of businesses started and are celebrating their 5 years this year, including myself. And on the one hand, it's been just an amazing journey, getting to know so many incredible women in this industry. I love this industry and the women that it draws because the women that come here are incredibly dedicated and passionate about what they're doing. I have never seen so much commitment to a mission in every industry I have been in. There's nothing that even comes close to cannabis, which is really great because it's a hard ride. It is one of the most challenging experiences I've ever had because of constant regulations. You can't get your feet under you. Everything is constantly changing. What other industry has extinction events? I mean, this is not an easy road that we are committing to when we decide to make our careers and our businesses happen in the cannabis industry. But the reward is fantastic. And the women that are in this industry that form this support network are absolutely the most talented, brilliant, generous, passionate, incredible women I have had the pleasure of meeting in my lifetime. And one of the greatest things about being in cannabis is that it is a community. And when you experience being a part of a community in this way, it's kind of mind-blowing. It's mind-altering. In the past, when I was in the tech and entertainment industries, there was always this feeling of, okay, I've just met you. You've got 2 minutes to impress me or I am out of here because I need to find somebody that can help further my career. And it created a lot of intensity around women networking with each other. And we also, had this kind of awareness that there's only one seat at the table and I'm protecting mine if I'm the one that has it. In cannabis, it doesn't matter if one person is in marketing and the other person is in research, or the other person is a grower and one person is a nurse. You put us in a room together and there is constant conversation. There is constant sharing. And that is such a beautiful thing about cannabis, is that we don't have walls around us the way that other industries do. So this gives us an opportunity to really make an impact as a unit. And as a unit, as women together in this industry, we can come together, as Gia was saying, to really support each other in our businesses. And it doesn't really matter, right, where you're from. As women, we can all help each other in whatever part of the industry that we're in. And that really is the mission of Women Employed in Cannabis, is to make sure that every woman understands the path that is there for her and has access to the women that she needs to meet and the information that she needs to have. Because, we all know about the men's friar clubs and the big exclusive places where they would go and share cigars and deals. And we don't really have that. So what we're all doing here with all of these organizations is creating a space where we can do that, where we do get to say, this is my space and this is This is where I want to share. And this is where I can go to find money and find partners and find the support that I need. Yes, there are so many seats at the table. And it's really about building a table that's inclusive of everyone, as opposed to relegating certain seats to certain individuals based on prerequisites. The other thing that we really need to work on, besides building those seats, is getting the money. And the best way that we can do that, get that money that doesn't require us begging the man for it, is what Gita was alluding to earlier, which is what is part of our 4Ps initiative, which many of you have heard of by now, but we're launching officially next week. With all of the numbers coming out last year showing that women are continuing to slip in our roles in the executive suite, I started to look around at all the articles complaining about it, but I didn't see anything in the industry saying we're going to stop this. We're going to change this experience. And so we put together the 4Ps as a way to give all of us something to do that is within our control and within our reach, that does not require us sitting around waiting and begging and praying for somebody else to come along and solve this problem for us. So the 4Ps are pay, promote, partner, and protect. And pay is pretty easy to do, but we all miss it in a lot of ways. It's buying women products from women. It's paying them for the work that they do. It's paying them equal for the work that they do. It's making sure that when they send you a bill, you pay it. It means not asking women to work for free. And if you do, you compensate them. Right? There are a lot of ways that women get lost in the pay definition. And also go out and find your dentist and your hairdresser and your accountant, everyone that you work with in your personal life. Find a woman to be that for you. And finally, make sure that every single time you go into your dispensary, you demand, even if they're sick of hearing it from you, demand, where are the products that are made by women and people of color? I want them up front and center. If we don't start doing that, ladies, we lose. It's up to us. We have to use our voices. And it's something that we haven't really done enough of, because this train is going downhill and nothing is stopping it. The only thing that is going to stop this is us coming together and making a commitment that we will do every single thing within our power to ensure that women know that there is a place for them here, and they do not get here and find an environment that they leave. Because the number one reason that women leave is not access to money. Number two is no access to opportunity. And number three is harassment. So we need to change that. Our number 2P is promote. That means you move women up, but you also, as Gia was saying, you praise the heck out of them. We need to normalize women in leadership roles. We need to normalize women being successful. And we also need to change the definition of success, because an exit and millions of dollars in funding is not the only definition of success. If you have a business that's feeding your family and your employees' families, that's success. If you are helping people, that is success. And we don't have to continue to measure ourselves against the Teslas and the Airbnbs of the world in terms of whether our companies are successful or not. So we need to be kinder to each other in how we look at the way we do business and what our goals are. So we need to normalize women in places of power as part of our conditioning. We see women, we know women are successful and they are in positions of power. And we're going to talk about it everywhere with everyone. Number 3 is partner. Lisa and Sam and I have worked very hard to create a partnership that is meaningful for both of us and therefore for all of you. And sometimes it's been challenging and sometimes it's been easy, but mostly it's been incredibly rewarding. And all of you have reaped the benefits of it. So partnering with each other is the best and fastest way that we are going to be able to keep our power in this industry and keep us from losing more. Partnering and collaboration among women is so critical. And finally, protect. Ladies, we got to look out for each other, okay? And I don't just mean I mainly mean specifically, we have to stop doxing each other, stop trashing each other online. If things don't work out, don't trail that woman behind a truck and ruin her reputation. Every time that happens, it hurts me to read it. It hurts and re-traumatizes other women to be subjected to someone else's fighting. We have ways to deal with things like that do not include social media blasting. We must protect each other by not doing that. And we have to raise our industry to a level of accountability that says, that's not acceptable. We do not accept that from each other. Deal with it offline. Stop re-traumatizing each other with anger and hatred and divisiveness. It has got to stop. It betrays us as women in the industry, and it does not help our cause at all. So next week, we are releasing the 4 Ps. I hope that you will join me. I hope you will apply these to your business. And I hope that you will hang in there for the good fight, because it isn't an easy road, but we've got another 20, 30 years in us of making sure that this industry contains a lot of successful women. I'm here for you. I am here with you. WEIC is here for you and with you. What help you need, please let us know. We're going to do everything that we can to ensure that we have a decade of highly, highly successful businesses.